mean, it's not a new release palette, but it's a new to me palette. This is the Nomad Royal Europe. I've actually been keeping my eye on this brand, waiting for a palette that spoke to me, and yeah, I'm a little late to the ball game on this one, but here it is. It is beautiful, and these are all chromes, and some of them are actually duochromes. You can kind of tell this one is gold to green. This one is sort of a green to pink. There's a lot of stuff going on in there. Anyways, we're going to do a look with this and see how she works out. I originally got singles in this brand through, you know, the little Ipsy bag. Remember when those were like 10 bucks a piece? And I always I liked them. I used them completely up. And I thought, you know, if I find a palette through them that I really think I can live with, then, you know, I'm going to go ahead and order one. So here's the one I got. Hang out, and we'll be right back. Let's make something pretty with this. Hey, so we're back, and I've already primed and, you know, got my lid pretty much, well, not the lid, but the upper eye area pretty much ready. I think today I'm going to concentrate on these shades. These are shades that are a little out of my box. I'm, y'all, if you watch me, you know I do color. And so I'm kind of curious, though, about the whole, I don't know, it gives me like butterscotch vibes going on here. So, first I'm going to start with this one, which is, Schönbrunn Place. No, Schönbrunn Palace. It's S-C-H-O-N, Schönbrunn, B-R-U-N-N, Schönbrunn Palace. I'm sure that's probably a real place too, but we're going to use this one first. And, you know, I think everybody has their own way of doing things. I like to use a big puffy. I know it broke, right? I like to use a big puffy brush because I don't want to overdo where I'm going here. We're going kind of just above the crease. I'm just going to kind of stifle it on a little bit. Let's see what kind of wow, she shows up, doesn't she? She is not here to play. Woo! She is here to work. So, then we're going to just kind of blend that out a little bit. Just soften up the edges. Wow. Guys, that's, I kind of want to go in here just a little bit more. I'm just going to take a tiny bit. There is quite a bit of fallout in the palette, but that could be just because it's new, you know, and when you first break through, sometimes it be like that. So, you know, we'll have to use it a few times. Whew. Okay. Not bad though, not bad. And I'm not getting any fallout under the eye. So it's just, you know, in palette, just coming out of the pan. So that's okay. We're going to just, again, just stifle that into the crease. And keep in mind, I'm old. Like when I say old, I mean old. So the stifling also kind of helps get in between those wrinkles of many. Because if you don't get in between those wrinkles, they are going to show up in full force later on. Trust me when I tell you this. Guys, this is I can't. Trying to just use you, but no, that's not going to work. Wow, huh? Wow. Okay, and this is the way that I do things. I like to use a mat right there between the crease and almost to the brow. Then I am going to, okay, we can do this a few different ways. I think I'm just going to use my finger, and we're going to go into this deep brown. Neptune Fountain. Hey, I can pronounce that. Neptune Fountain. Okay, it looks like a brown. Looks like a brown. And I just want to kind of put that right in the outer crease. Right there. Just right there. Just right there. That's it. And I'm going to go back with the brush I was using earlier. And we're just going to blend that so that it just kind of gives my crease a little bit of depth. And you know, this is blending really well. Like, it is not difficult to control. Ooh. Even on, you know, like my skin moves back and forth because, let's face it, hoods and age, there's enough skin on my lids for, you know, at least 2 more pairs of eyes. So, ooh-wee. I'd like to see a little bit more right up here. We're going to try and drag just a little bit. Blend, blend, blend. All right, let's try that on the other side. Maybe not as much. Maybe not as much, okay? And I'm really not putting it on the lid. You can see I'm putting it more in the crease right there on the outside. And then I'm just going to blend it into the crease, you know, and into that shade that I can't pronounce that we've already applied there. Keeping in mind that also, because I have some age, some age, wrinkles do not necessarily come symmetrical, so my eyeshadow never turns out the same on both eyes, because my skin just basically is not in the same, it's not in the same place. The wrinkles are different, they run different directions, the skin folds, that's what I said, folds differently. Even the hoods are not the same. Ooh, I like that. I am going to go back into that first shade that I can't pronounce, and I just want to just kind of get up here just a little bit with that and do just a little more blending. I don't want to lose that entire shade. It would help if I turn so you guys can see what I'm doing, huh? Whew. A little bit right there. I've got these nifty little fat pockets right here and right here that kind of stick out, and well, you know, they are what they are. Okay, I I'm going to put on a little bit of glitter glue. I will be right back. Okay, I actually used a little bit of the Juvia's Place eyeshadow primer in a very light color on there. I couldn't tell you the color offhand, but we're going to go with this. It's kind of a gold to green sort of a, I don't know. Anyways, we're going to try it first with the brush. I say first with the brush because sometimes some shimmers don't really like brushes. It does help if you have some kind of primer down, something for it to, you know, stick to. I am going to do the entire lid with this. Ooh. This is really pretty, guys. I am not sad about this. I'm sad that, you know, I have this old skin because this would be so much more beautiful on a smooth canvas. I'm just going to kind of press that on there because it's a difficult spot for me to get into. Whew. I'm not really seeing a little bit of fallout, but not enough to get worried about. Okay, let's do this on the other side. Just more of a pressing it in than swiping. This is what works for me. I like to use kind of a flat, not extremely flat, but you know, a little bit flat brush. Kind of flat and wide, you know. And just press it. Again, the pressing helps to get in between those rotten, nasty little wrinkles. Whew, guys, that is some kind of pretty, well, I don't really have a good highlighter in there, so I think we're going to just use excuse me, I have been having, the allergies have been killing me. I do like to do a little something up here, and I'm going to use that same shade because I don't really have a light, you know, there's no champagne in here. So I'm just going to lightly just kind of foof a little bit on there. Yeah, that was probably enough. Got to be careful because if you get too much, then you can't blend it. It gets to the point where it just takes over, and there's no amount of blending is gonna do you any good. You're just gonna turn everything the same color instead of having, you know, just the edges. Ooh. Alright, I'm going to put on some mascara, finish my lipstick. I'll be right back, and then we'll do some swatches. Because everybody likes swatches. Okay, so what do you think? I don't know if you can see the shift or not, but even if there's, like, you can't see the shift, it's just beautiful. So let's do some swatches, and I actually got my white palette in advance this time. Got the glasses here. Woo! Okay, let's start out with the shades we use today. The Schönbrunn Palace. Okay, and Neptune Fountain. And Imperial Crown. Okay, so these three. And when I tell you they're soft and buttery, you know. You know. Okay. Keep in mind, we got old lady arms here. Oh, that drug that right across the where the dog scratched me. So there we go. So that's just bare, dry skin. Yeah, that's. I'm sorry, I totally forgot that was there. I was playing with the Princess Peach, and you know, she scratched me. And I'll tell you what, I keep her little claws fairly short, but still, you know. All right, let's go with these. I guess they're the greens. Willenau Palace, King's Room, and Royal Orb. Willenau Palace, King's Room, and Royal Orb. Okay. I like the way the color story is in this. You know, I mean, it's just easy to follow if you wanted to. Let's go with that. Wow. That looks gold in... That looks gold in the palette. Now on the arm, me looking at it, it looks more teal. Okay, you can kind of see where it's shifting. Beautiful. I forget how much this palette was. I think it was around maybe 55. 50, 55. And then of course you've got shipping and taxes, and you know, and if it's the first time you're purchasing from them, you know, sign up for the little email thing and you get 10% off. So there's that. All right, let's see. We have Palace of Versailles, Hall of Mirrors, and Bleu de France. Okay, so Palace of Versailles, Hall of Mirrors, and Bleu de France. Bleu de France, de Francais. I don't know. You don't have to pronounce it to wear it, right? Look at the shift on that. All right, so. Whew. Let's go to Bleu Francais a little bit more. We've got more arms. Oh, yeah, you can definitely see the shift in that. That's now, are these you know, duochromes that are original, never been seen before? No, okay. they're not, but they're also not priced like that either. I mean, you want duochromes like that, you can pay $50 a piece for some of those. Okay, here we have Buckingham Palace. Hey, I can say that. Buckingham Palace, the Ballroom, and St. Edward's Crown. Right there. All right. So, Buckingham Palace, the Ballroom, St. Edward's Crown. I forgot to show that to you before I did it, but seriously, this is just a beautiful palette. Okay, 3 shades left. And, you know, I'm undecided. Are those like, those 3 purples? Are they pinks? What the heck is going on there? All right, got the white going. And we have Pina Palace. Pina Palace? Great Hall. And Royal Treasure, which looks gold to me, but it sure does look pink there, doesn't it? Okay, and I think we're going to swatch these on the back of the hand. Okay, Pina Palace. Right there. Great Hall. Just like a, I don't know, like a burgundy. And then Royal Treasure. I got that a little too low on my finger there. Ooh, okay. That certainly does look pink. But to me, it does not look pink. It looks gold. So there's definitely, okay, there you can kind of see the gold in it. There's definitely a huge shift in that one. So here we go, guys. This is just a lovely palette. I am very pleased with this palette. Let me know, do you have Nomad Cosmetics? Are you familiar with Nomad Cosmetics? Do you like this kind of a palette? You like the way that's set up? I like the way it's set up with the shades all in a row. Like, you know, we just use these 3, but you could also, you could go in like a quad. You know what I mean? I mean, the way the shades are set up, you could really, it's like they're already set up to do in an order that they would go together. You know what I mean? I love a palette that's set up like that. I do. And the less work I have to do, the better off it is. So guys, what do you think? I'm happy. I am totally happy. Oh yeah, you can see you can see that now, can't you? I am totally happy with it. And until the next time, I hope you wake up dancing. Wake up dancing, boom, boom. Wake up dancing. Whew, getting old, the voice is cracking. Every single day. Bye-bye. Got little flamingo earrings.